In this video, financing the unconventional, how to secure large mortgages for unique properties. And I have lots of experience about unconventional, large mortgages and interesting situations. If you are dreaming of living in a converted barn, a historic castle, a fort, an eco-friendly hobbit house, a vineyard, while these unique properties offer charm and character, securing a large mortgage for them can be a bit of a challenge. But don't worry, I've done a lot of this stuff. In fact, over 4 billion of this stuff. So I should be able to find you a solution. With the right knowledge, expertise and approach, you can turn that unconventional dream property purchase into a reality. The first thing is you've got to understand your unusual dream property, whether it's a fort, and in these beautiful Channel Islands is where I live, Guernsey, Alderney, there are some amazing forts. There is even some bunkers in videos that we've done previously, but we haven't filmed a bunker here yet. That's for another day. Anyway, unusual properties encompass a wide range of structures that deviate from the standard brick and mortar homes. These can include barn conversions, old agricultural buildings, forts, castles that have been transformed into residences. Listed buildings where structures are recognized for their historical or architectural significance. Eco homes, we know what those are. It's residents built with sustainable materials and technology. Non-standard construction. This is where it gets a bit more interesting. Homes made from unconventional materials like timber, thatch roofs, or even shipping containers. Castles, vineyards, and this is where lenders hesitate because the most important thing for them is risk, management of risk, and how are they going to get repaid if it all goes wrong. And what I mean by that, liquidity of the asset. Where are you buying your fort, castle, vineyard? Are there lots of demand for that type of property asset in the location you're planning on buying? These things impact loan to value. Lenders often view unique properties as higher risk due to those factors. Selling these things if things go wrong can be extremely challenging, affecting the lender's ability to recoup their money if needed. Other things that they worry about will be structural concerns, unconventional materials, designs that may have unknown longevity or maintenance issues, valuation difficulties. Assessing the true market value of one of a kind can be complex. The steps we have to take to secure this type of financing is really important to work with a specialist like ourselves. We have access to niche and specialist lenders that are experienced in dealing with unconventional properties. One of the things you have to remember is if you're buying an unconventional property, you're not going to get the cheapest money that you see advertised on the high street. This type of lender has expertise that can streamline the application process and improve your approval chances. Obviously, the basics are a given. You need to obtain a detailed survey. A comprehensive structural survey can address potential lender concerns by highlighting the property's condition and any necessary repairs. You also are going to have to prepare for a larger deposit. Lenders may require a higher deposit to offset perceived risks, sometimes up to 25 to 40%, or even more if you're looking at castles, vineyards, and forts. When working with a specialist advisor, it's important that within our credit application proposal, we can demonstrate marketability, providing evidence of demand for similar properties in the area to reassure lenders about resale potential. Obviously, this is extremely difficult if you're buying a fort or a vineyard, but not impossible. The most important thing for us is to showcase your financial stability and your wider asset base. A strong credit history and stable income can mitigate lender concerns regarding the property's uniqueness. Recently, we helped a good client of ours, John, who was looking at financing a listed building. John and his partner Sarah fell in love with a grade 2 listed cottage in the countryside. And yes, listed buildings tend to be a little bit easier than forts, vineyards and castles. But anyway, the potential financing hurdles were there. They had complicated income streams, and working with us together, we approached lenders familiar with these types of properties and backgrounds. We undertook a detailed survey and they were able to commit to a 35% deposit. This allowed John and Sarah to secure a mortgage tailored to their exact requirements for their property purchase. In conclusion, while securing a mortgage for an unusual property presents distinct challenges, it's far from impossible. By taking proactive steps and seeking professional advice, you can navigate the complexities and soon call that unique property your home. The most important thing is to work with the balance sheet and the hope that you have other investments to make something achievable that you might feel is impossible. Certainly when you look at castles, vineyards, forts, the loan to value may be considerably lower. Castles and forts don't really have an income. The vineyard will, which is a big positive because hopefully the vineyard is producing wine, you can sell the wine and it will have some track record of an income which helps in assessing affordability and sustainability of income. When lending on castles and forts, the challenge there is what other assets do you have? Do you have investments? Is there a possibility of future inheritance? Future inheritance can be something that may be 5, 10, 20 years down the road, but if you're taking a 25-year mortgage, there is something in addition to the security of the asset that a lender can take some comfort from. With these sorts of things, I get asked many questions, and here we go. Can I get a mortgage for a property made from unconventional materials? Yes, you can is the answer, but it may require approaching specialist lenders who understand the specific risks and values associated with such constructions. Are interest rates higher for unusual property mortgages? Unfortunately, yes, they are. This is due to the higher perceived risks, which may come with, say, marketability, unique locations, because vineyards, castles, and forts are not in your everyday cities like London, Manchester, Paris, and so forth. So therefore, when you do work with a knowledgeable specialist, we can help secure what we would consider to be competitive rates based on those circumstances. Do eco homes qualify for standard mortgages? Well, some good news is that some lenders offer discounts to their normal rates because of this. Unique features and other things may give you an advantage with what we would consider to be a green mortgage. Another question is, what is a listed building and how does it affect mortgage approval? As stated earlier in the video, a listed building is one recognized for its historical or architectural importance. Restrictions or modifications can make lenders cautious, but many still offer mortgages with the right precautions. And what I mean by that is you may have to provide a large deposit. Is your insurance going to be more expensive for unique properties? Yes, it can be. Due to the specialized materials or construction methods, if you're buying a vineyard, a fort, or a castle, they're going to take some rebuilding if, God forbid, it gets knocked down due to the element. As always, it's advisable to seek quotes from insurers that are experienced with unconventional homes, vineyards, and castles. And always, it's so important to speak and work with a professional advisor. Thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps us enormously, and I'm super grateful. Thank you.